The Stillwater Planning Commission meeting of June 24th is called to order. It'll be the process this evening to call for items on the agenda. The commission will hear briefly from staff first, then the applicant and/or representative, then open the public hearing to hear from those in favor and/or in opposition to the request. When you come to the podium, please clearly state your name and address for the record. Before closing the public hearing, both staff and applicant and/or applicant representative will be provided an opportunity to respond, to provide additional information and answer questions. After all interested parties have spoken, the public hearing will be closed. We will hear closing remarks and alternatives from staff. First item on the agenda tonight will be to receive public comment regarding a request for a preliminary plat SUB 25-05 in the public zoning district at property addressed as 410 West Franklin Avenue. We will hear from staff.
Yes, sir. Vice Chair, Commissioners, today we're looking at the preliminary plat for the Stillwater Public Schools High School, which is at 410 West Franklin, known as sub 2505. Here's the area map where you can see this property to the east of Boomer, north of Franklin. Here's the aerial view where you can see the residential uses to the east of the property. To the south, you can see the stadium. To the west, you can see commercial along Boomer, and then residential to the west of that. And to the north, you can see a mix of commercial and residential. Here's the zoning map where you can see this property, which is zoned public in the pink outline. To the south, you can see public for the high school. To the north, you also see public for Boomer Lake, surrounded by a mix of residential to the east. To the west, a mix of multifamily and commercial. Here's the street view from Franklin, I believe. Here's the preliminary plat we're looking at. And here's a simplified preliminary plat showing Lot 1 and Lot 2, with outlots A and B being used for a pedestrian trail, utility, and drainage easements. I'm open to answer any questions if you have any.
Any questions for staff? Not at this time, thank you. Now I'd like to ask the applicant and/or representative to come forward.
Good evening, Katie Purdy, 113 East 8th Ave, representing the Public Independent School District number 16. So we are platting this property because the new high school is on one lot, which is the big lot, and then the smaller lot will be the virtual academy, and the other two outlots have the public Kamioka Trail and mostly floodplain. So that's why we're creating them as outlots. We're here to vacate the existing easements. The existing easements are by separate easement or separate, can't think of the word, instrument. Thank you, I was close. And so they're a really old exhibit that's really hard to read, and so we didn't have a legal to provide to do the easements that way. So this plat is going to allow us to dedicate new easements and replace the old ones and get them in the right locations. You have any questions?
Yes, you said lots 2 and 3 were for a virtual academy?
Lot 1 is for the new high school, and lot 2 is for virtual academy. Outlots A and B are for the Kamioka Trail, the floodplain, and there's an electric line that lights up the Kamioka Trail. So outlots are for the trail drainage, but yeah, lot 2 is the only one for the virtual academy.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Staff, any other questions for the applicant? Okay. At this time, we will open the public hearing, and we'll start with anyone who would like to speak in favor of the proposition. Seeing none, we will move. Oh. Please state your name and address for the record.
Ruth Ann Lloyd, 2012 North, 18901 Chisholm, Stillwater, Oklahoma. I own 2012 North Boomer. I also own 2000 North Boomer. At this time, that has been a liquor store, Delaney's, for since the 1970s. I also, Tacos Los Primos, which I rent out, also serves liquor. And I see, and I don't know if it's part of the plat or whatever, but this road that you show coming up to North Boomer Road on the north side, that would put us in jeopardy of the liquor law that says that no liquor store can be closer than X amount of 100 square feet from a school. Is this going to cause us problems with that road on the north side of what the drawing that I have here going out to Boomer Road? And if so, I'd either ask for a grandfathered in, or I'm opposed to that road.
I can address that. That's going to be between you and Able Commission. We don't have authority as a city to grandfather or exempt anyone from that. The state laws, you'll have to contact Able Commission.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else that would like to speak in opposition to the proposed? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing. Do you want to have them come back and address that?
You can have staff come up, but they're not going to
Okay.
have anything we
You have staff come on back up.
Okay, staff's finding is the proposed preliminary plat meets the subdivision and zoning requirements. The C3 plan, which is the comprehensive plan, recommends public use at this location. The proposed density is in alignment with the public zoning requirements. Here are your 4 alternatives, which are to approve, approve with conditions, reject, and find you need additional information or discussion, and to table the item. Staff recommends alternative number 1, which is to accept findings and approve the proposed preliminary plat as presented.
Commissioners, any discussion?
I'd propose that we accept the findings and approve the proposed preliminary plat as presented.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. We shall now vote. Motion passes 4-0. The next item on the agenda is to receive public comment regarding a request for a map amendment, MA 25-04. Staff and the applicant have agreed to table this item until July 8th. We do need a motion to table the item.
So moved to table.
I have a motion
Second.
and a second. We shall now vote. Motion passes 4-0. And then next item on the agenda will be specific use permit SUP 25-03. That actually goes with the item that we just tabled. So staff and the applicant are requesting to table this also to the July 8th meeting.
Move to table.
I have a motion
Second the
and
motion.
a second. We shall vote. Motion passes 4-0. So both of those have been tabled. Next item on the agenda will be the meeting summary and for review and possible action. First being the regular meeting summary of May 20th, 2025. Commissioners, any corrections or amendments to that?
I move to accept as presented.
I would second.
I have a motion and a second. What's your vote? Motion pass, 3 yes, 1 abstain. Next item on the agenda is the regular meeting summary from June 3rd, 2025. Any corrections? I'd motion to approve the minutes as presented for the June 3rd meeting.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. We should now vote. Motion passes 4-0. The last item on the agenda is miscellaneous items from staff, planning commissioners, or city attorney for discussion or possible action. The only listed item would be next regular meeting is July 8th of 2025. Other than that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. We shall now vote. Motion passes 4-0. We stand adjourned.